So ladies and gentlemen, we have a very exciting video for you guys today where we're going to be diving into how you guys can currently change and alter really the course of your guys' website conversion rate by optimizing it and the things that you need to be implementing in order to achieve a 3% website conversion rate. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly video. Before we jump into today's topic, I want to ask you guys to please smash the subscribe button and like this video. Of course, if you guys get value from it, which I know you will, but it helps me tons with the YouTube algorithm. It helps push this content out. So thank you so much for your continuous support. And like I mentioned, today we have a banger of a video. We're going to be discussing your website conversion rate and how you can improve your landing pages directly right now. I know a lot of the people that consume my content are either people building, trying or in the process of building a small, medium to large size brand, and a lot of drop shippers as well too. And so landing pages, doesn't matter where you fall in that spectrum of things, whether you're a drop shipper or you're building a brand, your landing page is so vital. You can have the best product in the world, but if you do not have a good landing page that actually closes your audience member, well, you're not going to make any sales. And so today we're going to be jumping into my computer. I have a little bit of a slideshow prepared for you guys and just walking through the common issues we typically see with our agency's clients and how we go about helping them optimize their landing page that ultimately result in better Facebook metrics, better Google metrics, better organic metrics. Literally every form of marketing is just going to be much more enhanced if you have good landing pages. So let's jump right into my computer. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So like I mentioned, we're going to be going over how you guys and girls can be achieving a 3% or higher website conversion rate. And we're going to be diving into really the exact points and topics. So don't worry about that. Stay tuned for the end of the video and we can go through that. But first, let's just identify some of the few common problems that I personally see and my team personally sees with a lot of the clients that come to us who aren't quite even hitting that 2% conversion rate. Okay. So first things first is it doesn't resonate. Their landing page lacks messaging, it lacks copywriting, and it doesn't convince or draw any sort of emotion in the viewer. Specifically, the benefits of your product and the things that your ideal audience member typically will care about the most, it's just not communicated effectively. And the biggest issue that we see within this, and a great example of it, is people will talk more so about the features. They'll talk more so about, what cool little things that product has about it and all these irrelevant things that you can still communicate, of course, but they're just not relevant. It's not actually going to convince somebody to purchase your product, right? So again, it doesn't resonate. Number two, it lacks consumption. So everyone consumes content differently. Some people like to read, some others like to watch videos, others like to enjoy photos and GIFs. And so you need to make sure that your landing page is consumable for every audience member, okay? I can't tell you how important this is because even when my agency built out our agency funnel, we made this mistake. We only had a video where people could opt in to see it and then opt in to book in a call with us. That was it. There was no written, there's no written portion of our landing page. There was no photos. There was no testimonials. There's not a lot of diversity in the content that we actually showed on our landing page. But once we hired someone who was a professional and they came in and they said, hey, listen, Dominic, your guys' landing page, it sucks. You only have a video, you have an opt-in, and that's about it. You need to be able to add in more content and things that can, resonate and things that audience members who educate themselves differently and understand content differently can consume. Okay, so you need to diversify there. And then it lacks incentive. Okay, so your offer must be clear and simple to follow. It's the cherry on top of good copywriting and solid messaging. These components in combination with each other is immensely effective. And I cannot stress that enough, guys. Your offer is so big and it needs to be something that is simple to follow. It must be something that draws in initial attention. These are things that you can even utilize in your ads, in your email marketing, in your SMS marketing, your organic, doesn't matter, right? So you need to be having a strong offer that is well communicated through the whole customer journey as well as on the landing page so that when your messaging is solid and when your landing page does a good job of resonating, people will say, okay, you know what? I'm convinced because obviously this content's really good, but the offer is so good that I cannot refuse it, okay? So let's dive in. What your guys' action steps need to be doing on the planning and preparation side, okay? So first things first is obviously going to be niche research. I cannot stress this enough. If you guys watch a lot of my videos, you know that I am an absolute fiend for planning and preparation, okay? So niche research. So Things that you should be utilizing. Google Trends, number one. It's such an easy tool to use. You can look at, different timelines of your niche. You can search up different topics, see what people are interested in, see the demographics, the genders, the age range. Doesn't matter, right? So utilize Google Trends to the best of your abilities and just get a better rapport on your guys' niche, okay? Another really great tool that we use is called Answer the Public. So if you go to answerthepublic.com, they do have a free version. I think it gives you about 2 or 3 searches per day. It is kind of low, but typically, if you utilize those searches effectively, you only need to really search up 1 or 2 things anyways for your guys' niche. But what it basically does is it breaks down exactly what your audience is searching up. So if you are in the pet niche, you can search up pet products, right? And through that, it's going to basically web out a bunch of different topics and a bunch of different search terms that people are searching up about that product. And these are great things that you can utilize so that you can use these points to, again, effectively communicate to your audience. These are things that you can use for angles in your ads. And so this website is gold. It's pure gold. I highly recommend it. And it's going to help you a lot with obviously understanding your audience a little bit better. Now, the customer research side, okay? So very, very simply, you wanna be able to put yourself in the position of them. You wanna put yourself in their shoes. So my favorite thing is going to like Amazon reviews, right? Go search up your niche, go search up its products, and go to the review section. See what people are saying about those products. See what people are enjoying about them. And even if you go to a product that you're maybe not selling, but you at least go to, that product and you go to the reviews, you can start to see what people care about, right? Because maybe people are buying products that, again, like I said, you're not selling, but they're talking about how this product has changed their life, right? So this is going to give you, again, more ideas on things that you should be doing. So Amazon reviews, searching up Reddit threads, right? Diving into Reddit, seeing how people are engaging with each other, what people are asking each other, things that are, being recommended to one another, stuff like that. Facebook groups. This is a super easy thing as well too. Dive into your niche's Facebook groups and see how people are engaging, see what people are talking about, right? And another great way is your Instagram comments, right? So you can go to the Facebook ads library, start to see, again, how people are commenting on certain products from other brands, stuff like that. But my best thing is, go to the Instagram comment sections and search up hashtags, go into the comment section, and then just, again, see how people are engaging, okay? So that's really good customer research. Now, competitor research. This is super, super simple. Visit 3 to 5 competitors of yours who are established in the industry. Write down what you like about their website and write down what you like about their landing pages. This is so simple. This is actually something that is going to be covered very heavily in the consultation program that my agency is releasing very, very soon and probably mid Q1. But your competitor research side and being able to write down the things that your industry competitors are already doing is so key, because you do not want to reinvent the wheel, right? Like, it's one thing being unique, but if you're trying to completely reinvent the wheel, it's just not going to go as planned. And then you're going to be there stuck, wondering why it didn't work, and you're getting it inside your head and things like that. So you don't want to go down that slippery slope. You just want to be able to see what is already working and how you can make it maybe a little bit better, tweak it to be more aligned with your brand, your concepts, and things like that, okay? So let's dive right into how you can start finding the solutions, okay? So more so the execution side. So I have about 5 key points, and these aren't traditional sort of things like, go get some reviews and put them on your landing page. Like, everybody and their dog knows that you need reviews on your landing page, so we're not gonna talk about that. But first things first is having an aesthetic color palette that sparks specific emotion, okay? Now, I literally could make a whole YouTube video on this, so I'm gonna recommend you guys just to Google search it. Google search how different colors are associated to different emotions. This is part of the reason why my brand and my agency had to kind of rebrand and redo our color palette, because, certain colors tell your audience members certain things and it sparks different emotions. So be able to use a solid color palette that sparks specific emotion and align your whole website with this, align your social media with this, align your ads with this, your logo, things like that, right? So you want to have a very linear color palette and brand. Product images. So your product images must be high quality and showcase multiple angles of the product. Now, when I talk about product images, I mean, obviously all of your product images and things like that need to be good, like on your whole landing page, but specifically the ones that are beside the pricing. So when people actually click the link to land on your product landing page and they see those initial images of your product, what is above the fold, right? You need to be able to make sure that these product images are high quality, things that are showing multiple angles of the product. And it almost feels and gives that user the feeling of like, if that product was actually in their hands, right? Because you're just showing so many angles. So you want to have a very good, diverse amount of high quality images there. Now your sections, you want to use sections with different colors and different backgrounds and different headlines in your landing page. Now, a really good way to see this is, people like knowing that when they start something, they can reach a finish line, right? And what the cool thing about having sections with different backgrounds is let's say people land on your landing page, so they're on the fold, they see the product images, the pricing, the add to cart button, the buy now button, all those things, right? Now below that, if you have a really big headline that maybe is like a cool guarantee or a really big benefit of what that product does, or the benefits, how it's gonna change someone's life, right? That's the headline. Then it maybe shows some image and some text, right? And then below that, it shows some more image, some more text, stuff like that. But the background on it, maybe it's like a light gray, it looks good. Now, when you scroll past that section, maybe it's just a white background with a video and a headline. Again, you're diversifying the content that people can consume, right? So you're using different sections in different colors to be able to give people almost like checkpoints, right? They're gonna click your link, they're gonna land on your landing page, they're gonna scroll down, and it's gonna give them a sense of reaching checkpoints within your landing page. And subconsciously, this is something that's really, really interesting. And again, I'm actually learning about this quite vigorously right now, because it is such a really intuitive concept. But to kind of break things down in a more simplistic sense, is people want to understand that they're going through checkpoints, and subconsciously it's going to help the engagement of your landing page. So you will start to see your landing page, your average watch time, or your average landing page time, or spent on the landing page, whatever it's called in your dashboard. You're going to start to see that number start to skyrocket, because people are just more engaged with the content on your landing page in the way that you have it set up. And so that's a really, really big thing. And if you guys actually go to my agency's ClickFunnels and our agency funnel, you'll see that we have, a really solid amount of colors and backgrounds and headlines and things like that it really sections things off. So, by the time people scroll through a whole landing page, they've literally gone through the whole thing, but it's actually like a very long landing page, right? So keep that in mind, okay? So your sections, your content. So like I said, using photos, GIFs, videos, written forms of copy, things that resonate. Again, you want to make sure that your landing page is consumable for every audience member, okay? Now the end result. Address users' desired results, address their fears, their hopes, and of course, the guarantees that you offer, right? So this is a very, very big thing. If you can address these things, it's going to help very much in resonating with your audience. And I really encourage you to, whatever it is that you do initially, whether it's a headline or a body of text or an image, things like that, always ask yourself how you can make this more simple, right? Because simplicity in your landing pages is key. And you don't need to be writing novels on your landing page with your copy and in your written form of copy, things like that. It's just unnecessary. So make sure you're addressing the customer's desired result, their fears, their hopes, guarantees that you offer, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this video shed a little bit of light on just some of the really core concepts that you need to be implementing into your website and into your landing page more specifically, so that you can start to see better results. And I can't stress enough, when clients come up to us and they start asking like, how can our ads get and achieve a better ROAS? Or how can our email marketing achieve a better ROAS? And things like this, I understand the question, right? Like it makes sense. Like how can we do better and achieve more profitability, right? But they're asking the wrong questions. The right question is, how can we overall make our whole customer acquisition journey more effective? And that's the question I want you guys to be asking yourself. And a big component of it is your landing page, right? It's hilarious how many times I see people in all these Facebook groups, asking questions like, they screenshot their dashboard and their click-through rate's really good. And they're like, I don't know what's happening. Our CPMs are good. Our click-through rate's good, yada, yada, yada. Everything's good, but people aren't purchasing. Is it a product issue? Like what's going on? And most of the time it's because their landing page is just garbage. It's trash. Like you go to their landing page, because sometimes people will tag their website in it. You can go to it and it's just terrible. Like you look at it and you're like, there's absolutely no way anyone is going to resonate with anything that is here. And if you tweaked this and you made it a lot better, people will purchase, right? And then obviously that, gets attributed to Facebook, it gets attributed to your email marketing, your Google, all these different things. And then you're going to start to see those metrics skyrocket, but it's not because your ads are good, right? It's because your landing page is actually selling people, right? Your ads don't sell. I'm just going to be quite frank. Your ads do not sell people. The landing page is what actually sells people. The goal of your ad is just to have a high click-through rate and a low CPM, so you can make sure your targeting is on point, and to make sure your ad creative and your copy and your headline and things like that, the thing people are seeing on their feed is working to convince people to click the link and then go to your landing page to do the selling, right? When people start working with my agency, our ad doesn't close the sale. Our landing page technically doesn't really close the sale either. The goal of my landing page is to convince people enough that we are the right agency that they should start checking out. So if they want to check us out, they should book a call. And that's what it convinces people of, right? It's not the ad, right? We don't even tell people in our ads to book in a discovery call with us or to book a call or nothing like that. Like, we know that the goal of the ad is to get people to the landing page where we can convince them to book in a call, okay? So have that framework, have that mindset around things, implement those things that I recommended in terms of your website, and you will begin to see a much better website conversion rate. So I don't want to keep you guys for any longer. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, please smash the subscribe button and click like on this video. It boosts all this content to the homepage of YouTube. It just helps tons with the algorithm. So why not? So thank you guys again for tuning in this week, and I will see you guys next week and in the new year. Peace.